lot of jobs are not open for you. That they are maybe even when you're 18.
Because a lot of jobs require at least a high school degree.
Right.
I don't know. I'm kind of going like either way because if you look at it on like a global perspective, women in like other like LDC countries, they have kids really young. So if you're looking at it the aspect of just being able to take care and provide, maybe because in LDCs men are the ones that are taking on like the dominant role of like working. But if you look at it in like countries like first world countries, I don't think so because you're expected to have education and a job and to be stable economically.
That's a good point. Yeah, you do have to look at it from the global standpoint and say, hey, in some traditions and some religions, it is common for children or teenagers to have started their family at a young age.
There's also plenty of adults who are not ready for children. There's plenty of adults who are not stable for children. So
I can promise you that.
Mr. K, yeah. Gina said you're not ready for children. You weren't stable enough.
What, Gina?
By the way, I hear Gina is a new employee at Sunsplash.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I just see her.
2 jobs.
So, moving on to the next one, we do have domestic violence can be seen as a form of power. How many believe that domestic violence could be seen as a dominant power between spouses? Anybody? Yeah.
Let's look in the negative sense, because if you have domestic violence, there's like this fear factor of power to where the man can get what he wants, or the woman, depending on who's doing the abuse, but they'll be able to have like a step over the other person to what they want.
Okay. Anybody want to add to that? Andy?
Watching violence, violence should be never be used in a marriage, but violence should be never be used.
You don't think violence should be anywhere? It does. I mean, again.
Should be never be used in a relationship.
But if it is
But
it
we're
used
saying
to
if it
maintain
is.
power?
It is something that happens.
It happens, but there was a wise man who once said the saying that the violence is the last
Resort?
Yeah, it's the last resort. If we want to maintain your relationship stable, the best option would be consult a consultant.
Psychologist.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Okay, I think that people like in the family would use domestic violence to show that they're they take the dominant role in the relationship.
Okay.
I mean, that's obviously it shouldn't, but I think.
Do you think there's always a need to have a dominant role in a relationship? That there has to be a dominance, or do you think they can be equal?
I think it needs to be equal.
Do you think it would be equal? Were you gonna add to that?
Over the Middle East,
I think we should say that domestic violence basically is equal empowerment because like when you look at parents who like hit their kids, not like out of hate or spite or anything, but they hit their kids to show like who's in.
As like a constructive kind of thing to say, this is me, this is you.
Yeah, like.
Do you listen to what I say because I'm the parent?
Yeah, like
okay.
In their place. So I think that like if you were talking, just looking at that like from a parent to a kid, you're compared to like relationship wise, I would say.
Okay. Well, that's good. Nobody in the last classes really compared it to be from a parent to a child. They were just saying husband and wife or spouse against spouse. They weren't. That's a really good point. Yeah. It does show dominance. There is a sense of formal dominance when you are punishing a child or whatever, and you're attacking him. Maybe it's morally right, and maybe it's morally wrong. But yeah, it's a good. That's a really good point.
And also some people, example, they support corporal punishment, towards children.
Mm-hmm.
Because of religious purpose, they're saying that comes from the Bible. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That if you don't punish the child, his bad deeds go unredeemed.
So you think that there's a form of punishment to a child that needs to happen?
No, I'm just saying a viewpoint.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is not my opinion. Just
No, I understand. Very good. Very good.
Oh, yeah,
But when we talk about the next one, we kind of talked about it a little earlier about men and women are equal within the family. I know. Now, what ways can we look at this from? Do we just look at it from who cooks, who cleans, kind of thing, or do we look at social economic status? Do we look at where they are in life, pretty much, right? I know. When I eventually get married, I want my wife to be above me. I don't want her to be below me. It's usually the stereotype that men are the breadwinners of the family. They bring in the income. They do that. I want my wife to be an engineer or a doctor or something. I want her to bring in the money for me. Not for anything to show dominant power or anything like that. I just want to be able to like show it off. Not like a trophy, but So, do we think that men and women should be equal in the family, or
Yeah.
is it they're equal in what ways? In what ways should they be equal?